We're going to be seeing the Red Raptor as represented by Raydish. We're going to be seeing the Terros as represented by Kyna. Everybody, game 1 of winners semifinals. Let's get it.
This is going to be so amazing. Raw, as we get into game number 1 here, Small Fortunes of Lions, and the first weapon pickup of top 8 at BCX 2024 goes to Kyna, but already playing very passively, very patient. They don't want to be the first one to strike and miss because both players are going to be so good at getting those whip punishes.
And what Kyna is so good at is holding onto center stage and keeping opponents out and off the stage, especially with Axe on hand up against Boots. You get to exploit those disjoints. You get to get that end like catching Raydish, getting in there, sweating, Cider, basically a completely unanswered stock. Kyna only in the yellow. That was just all his advantage.
To face down somebody with a 3-1 lifetime record against you and just take it like that. Raydish getting 2 hits off on Kyna. Kyna already taking the first stock. But Raydish on the orb, this is what it's all about. We need to see this orb already come online. We didn't see the Boots find any activation versus the Axe.
That's right. Okay, so orb in this matchup, you have such good disjoints, but if you're whiffing sidelight, you're giving Kyna that kind of an opening. He's holding onto the ground. Raydish landing with the cider, being nice and patient, Kyna finding another end light, and this damage is creeping up and up and up. Side-sigging Kyna with no punish. Raydish putting himself into the corner. Ugh.
A little bit of a trap for Raydish that really holds the signature all the way out, so it's really hard to punish Raydish. Trying to land with the cider, Kyna getting the end light afterwards, disarming Raydish. Raydish yet to do 100 damage on Kyna, finally breaks that mark with the end light there. The cider sends off stage. Kyna with an opportunity. Raydish doesn't give it to him, finds the signature on the high recovery, and Raydish already saying, I'm willing to take it off stage. I'm willing to take those stocks like that.
Yeah, he was ready to let it rip. So that's going to be stock 1 on Kyna gone. Cider landing.
Wait a minute.
Recovery call out as well. Kyna getting juggled a little bit for just a second. Sidelighting in the wrong direction and then catching the dash jump after. Kyna with an amazing punish.
The Axe has been so important for Kyna, and we haven't even seen any hammer play, and this might just be the strategy for Kyna. Just game 1, work the Axe, try to see how Raydish will respond to it, and already...
Nice reversal, waiting for the cider, knowing that Kyna, okay, downer as well.
Wait, that's it?
GC sidelight, downer. Is that going to be the stock already? Finishing it off with the ground pound. Raydish absolutely
there it is.
closing it out, PJ.
We saw the high recovery catch once again. Raydish is known for going for those. If you try to drift lazily back to the wall going high, you will be called out, and Raydish, even on the Boots, able to find that. The double ground pound as Kyna tried to make it back but couldn't. Raydish evening it up now, and the orb online.
He didn't let go. He made sure to finish chewing his food. And now the question is, can you even up the damage? Kyna, can you close out this game? Neutralo, not able to get the dodge in catch with the recovery. Backing to the ground. D-Light, good call out. Landing with a cider, going hit for hit. But Kyna, sidelight Neutralo, no downer. Raydish keeps on getting these reversals on Kyna whenever he goes for the 3rd hit.
Movement from Raydish, closing in on Kyna having to jump a lot, getting the downlight, anti-airing Raydish. Raydish using that soft platform to great effect. The sidelight into cider. The party starts. Another sidelight cider! He catches the high recovery once again, and again with the cider! Stop going high, Raydish will cover it every single time, but Kyna fights back and finally picks up a hammer. Downlight cider, now Raydish the one off stage.
Off stage, touches the wall, gets all of his jumps back. Nice and slowly, nice and gently, trying to make it back on, but this is where Kyna excels. Raydish gets back to the platform, but can he land? Kyna patrolling, able to get a sidelight, able to get a Neutralo, but not KOing off the top quite yet. Axe, what do we want? Neutralo and light, is that gonna KO? Yes, it will. Game 1 gonna be going to Kyna. Wow.
Incredible defensive wherewithal from Kyna there, getting called out once again for the high recovery. Even though it looked so badly, he took 3 hits off stage and said, you know what, now I'm gonna go to the wall, was able to make it back to the stage, and off the back of the hammer, it didn't do a lot of damage, but so crucial there, getting the sidelight, chase dodging, getting a nair out, disarming Raydish, and taking that momentum forward. So smart from Kyna already showing, I can do it still. I can take down my demon here.
That's right. So going into game number 2, I want to talk about the opening of game 1. It seemed a little bit shaky. Whenever, you see Red Raptor going for side sig in neutral like that, that's like a, okay, let's go ahead and take a breath. Raydish was able to keep his composure throughout the set. I think he did a really good job coming back into that game 1. Something that Kyna should look out for though. Every time he goes for sidelight neutral, he always goes for the 3rd follow-up, be it another jump call out with another neutral, or he goes for an immediate cider. Raydish keeps on immediately dodging and then punishing Kyna in that position. So I'm curious to see if Kyna's going to go for a couple more resets to try and punish those dodges instead. So going into game 2, this feels so doable for both players. This would be an amazing win for both of them. Let's get it.
Yeah, we don't get to see a map swap, but it doesn't quite matter. I'm sure both players, whatever map they are, they're ready to take on their opponent. Picks up the boots, now Raydish, throwing it away immediately and picking up the orb.
Okay, just patrolling the weapon here for a second. Kyna going to be picking up the axe. Sidelight side, a nice true combo, a little bit of damage. D-Light not going to connect. Downer not that safe enough on hit. Raydish just able to immediately recover back onto the stage. Sidelight side once again, trying to catch that landing, but unsuccessfully. Kyna getting behind with that end light.
It's Raydish who has to take this guy to the sky so often versus the axe. Kyna is able to hold down that center stage so well, but when he does land, he's looking for that side light. He's looking for this air. Again, going for the high recovery call out. Kyna knowing better, beats him to center stage and now has the axe. Still the recovery whiffs, but Kyna missing the side air in the wrong direction. Another side light comes out. Kyna with the whip punish. Raydish tries to do it again. No reversal with the recovery though.
Oh my gosh, but unfortunately no punish on the GC Sig there. Okay, Kyna, no weapon on hand, unarmed. Raydish with boots on hand now. Let's see what he's gonna be able to make happen. Oh my god, that KO'd.
I can't believe he found it there. Dash up, throw out the very long-lasting break dance and take the stock forward. Kyna weapon starving. Raydish now. Raydish going high to pick up that orb. And the side sig comes out. The first signature to find his connection onto Kyna. Going for the downer in the wall. Doesn't find it there. Kyna dodging through the recovery. Raydish beating him back to center stage with the side air. Kyna once again having to recover high, but Raydish respecting the recovery now. Doesn't want to take extra credit when not necessary.
Puts him back off stage, sweating. The weapon toss not actually going to work out. Raydish is able to get the end light. Kyna, he knows that stock is gone. He's just going to go ahead and take it out himself. 2 stocks apiece. Raydish has a little bit of damage to make up at this point. He was a little bit slow to take that stock, but that's just orb sometimes, especially up against Telos, who is infamous for his defense.
Absolutely, and now we're seeing Kyna giving his best take at this hammer. He did less than triple-digit damage in the previous game. I want to see it now, especially when Raydish is trying to stack on top of Kyna so heavily. Looking for this whip punish now. Both of them not swinging. So many times in the set, you'll see both players not swinging, waiting for the response.
Well, that's why they're not swinging, right? Because look at what happens to Kyna when he does. Orb is the whip punish weapon. You got so much distance on that side light. Oh my gosh, tried to go for the GCD light. Not going to be able to find the follow-up, though. Okay, Sider, Raydish tries to go for it again, but oh my gosh, Kyna just slipping under.
Yeah, and Raydish went for a big edge guard. Kyna actually flips it. Raydish didn't land back on the stage. GC downline, ground pound taps it in. Kyna taking back all that momentum. Raydish had Kyna in such a terrible spot off stage, but it didn't matter now, picking up an orb. But versus the hammer, Kyna letting the hammer be the dominating weapon right now.
Orb on hand once again. Raydish with a GC side sig. Kyna just going to be able to avoid that again, but Raydish, that move is so difficult to punish sometimes. Okay, dash jumping. Again, we're playing neutral so patiently. Nobody whiffing too much. GC D-Light into the neutral. Downer, not able to get another one.
Looking for the nair there. The anti-air is coming out from Kyna. Raydish going for the GC side light, didn't fight it. The end light sends off stage, and Kyna throws the weapon away, is unable to pick it up. We see a nair unarmed. I'm sure that's not what he wanted. Raydish getting the end light there. There's a weapon toss, and Raydish forces last stock.
What a snipe. Beautifully positioned. Last stock apiece once again, but it is Kyna who is in the lead. Sidelight kicking him off stage, picking up the axe now. But what a catch on that cross-up. No huge follow-up quite yet, though. Sweating, Raydish not able to land back in time. Okay, looking for the sidelight, gonna be looking for an opening, looking for a downer potentially, but Kyna has so much threat. He has so much aura. Catching that jump with the D-Light. Oh my gosh, the weapon toss was still active?
Still active and is able to pick up a weapon for it. Loses the axe, picks up the hammer, realizing Raydish is trying to stack on top of him too much. Downlight into side air, sends off stage, doesn't find that weapon toss, is able to dodge through the reversal down air, and now one hit separates Raydish from a 2-0 lead.
Kyna able to continue the struggle, getting the neutral and light, stock and game. He is up 2-0. He is saying, hey, this entire set history that Raydish has against me, look how much more comfortable he looks. He is catching all of these jumps, especially with Axe D-Light. He is making Raydish so uncomfortable. That is usually a matchup where Orb, hey, you know what? You get to be the one that jumps in. You have to threaten people with downer. But Kyna today, his spacing is looking immaculate.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see how, you know, Kyna was leaning into the axe. Raydish starts stacking on top of Kyna. Kyna's realizing it's not even worth trying to swing when Raydish is so close to me. Picks up a hammer, and immediately Raydish says, okay, I'm going to try to stack again. Downlight sider, able to snowball that into a game win. So crucial for Kyna to be able to rely on the hammer to deal with that strategy from Raydish. I want to see Raydish adapt now. It's possible to get the reverse 3-0, but it's going to be very hard versus Kyna.
It's going to be a tough battle from here on out. Raydish picking up the orb. He needs to win 3 consecutive games to put himself into winners finals. That is a tough task for just about any competitor, especially up against somebody like Kyna. Trying to get that juggle with the D-Light neutral. Kyna finding a D-Light sail of his own. Raydish with an amazing reversal. The GC and Light coming on out there, putting Kyna off stage for just a second. Stomp sail, weapon toss. Oh my gosh, axe.
Wow.
Wow.
The coverage is so smart. Raydish trying to cross up, go back to center stage, maybe even find some reprieve on the soft platform. Kyna covering it with the axe, realizing Raydish wants to jump a high.
No dodge.
That's a big down air. Kyna suck off stage, but dodges, waits for the ground pound. Raydish with a weapon toss, can't convert it into a recovery. Now Kyna back in advantage. Raydish fighting back though with the orb.
Yeah, I can't believe that didn't connect. Raydish, orb on hand. The GC end lane not going to be able to connect. The downer is spacing him out. Orb sidesig, you saw Kyna try to punish that, but again, there is no punishing that motorcycle. Hammer on hand once again. Sider going to be coming on out. Kyna, are you going to be able to land onto the stage safely? Yes, he will. He puts his foot onto the ground. He's able to convert into a Sider, and once again, Kyna keeps up this lead.
Man, this is an incredible lead for Kyna to rely on here, and the juggle continues. Raydish yet to pick up a weapon. Everyone's kind of groaning because you know how much these hits hurt. Raydish picks up the weapon there, but man, you're going to have to really work for it now. Kyna already putting Raydish past the 100 damage mark.
All of that because he got that one dodge read that he needed. Kyna's spacing, Kyna's juggling. I mean, there is nothing quite like it. The weapon toss, just to be able to get some distance. Landing with the side. Raydish, how do you get this stock? The downer comes out. Is he able to get it? Yes, he will. Ground pound. What a beautifully executed edge guard. You saw the way that he faked it out, and he got just the last hit of downer as he was landing on the stage.
Absolutely. Very, very smart to bait out the instant recovery from Kyna, forcing his hand early, and Kyna fighting off stage. This is what South America is known for, having very strong unarmed, picking up the hammer here, looking to capitalize on the juggle. Didn't find the KO there, but so dominant, such a big lead. A downlight, a side air might be all it takes for Kyna to take this stock.
Love that end light just to be able to cover that cross up because Kyna keeps on dash jumping over Raydish. Nice way to get that opening. No jump call out the end light. Wrong direction that time around. Kyna was just in front of Raydish, but he continues to control the stage is what I would say until he finds the scoop. The downer landing, and now that is Kyna with a massive lead. 2 stocks to 1, 2 games to none. Is this going to be it? Is this set just going to be a 3-0 for Kyna?
And Raydish on his winner's side. Stock needs to make something happen to just force a game 4. Kyna the first person ever to punish that signature, even when it's charged. And Kyna now having Raydish in the corner, side light, down light, so much damage.
Kyna holding on to the ground. Again, Raydish is just not able to land safely in so long. He tries to go through the weapon toss. The boots have been working out exceptionally well for him. Okay, good opening. Kyna, again, just dodging past it, able to get the sidelight, able to deal so much damage. Raydish committing to that ground pound. It doesn't work out. The weapon toss doesn't keep him safe. He's exhausted. Oh no, how does he get back on, PJ?
I'm not too sure. He's able to dodge in place there, get the stage underneath him, but the end light sends it far away. The weapon toss not finding its mark. Kyna looking to tap it in with this unarmed, picks up a hammer though. Raydish still stuck off stage. You have to be careful off the ground because Kyna will be there and will meet you with the end light. Kyna moves on 3-0 over his bracket demon Raydish.